What's going on, boys? It's your boy J Dog, and 320 it wrapped up yesterday. It's Sunday morning, but 321. Sorry, just ended wrapped up yesterday. And man, what a card, man! It was a pretty good hyped up card, and I'll be honest, obviously main event, but obviously other fights didn't even fully deliver. I'd say even. Um, but yeah, there's some good fights, some good things here and there. I'm just gonna go through them quick. I'm not gonna try and make this a long video because there's not too much to talk about, honestly. But there's some stuff to talk about certain fights. So, um, and we did all right on predictions. Better than the week before at UFC Vancouver. I think. What did I go at Vancouver, man? I don't remember, but I went negative at Vancouver. I can say that. This time I did go positive. So, right through these couple first ones here. Jacqueline Amorim versus Mizuki. I picked Jacqueline Amorim. She was a negative 300 or negative like 400, and Mizuki was like a plus 300. Can't blame myself on this one, guys. I'll be honest. It happened. So, Jacqueline Amorim lost. I got this one wrong. We started off a little rough because next we had Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo. Mitch Raposo, I think, is 0-2 in the UFC. Azat Maxim had a good fight with Tiger Ulanbekov in his last fight, a ranked opponent. Just came short a bit. Then this time he lost to the 0-2 guy in the UFC, Mitch Raposo. He was a negative 380. He was a plus 300. I went with the big favorite. Plus, this one I actually thought he was going to win just because of his last performance. Another big underdog wins, clutches up. I got this one wrong. 0-2, man. This one, negative. I went with the plus 330, so I went with the big underdog because Hamdi sucks, man, and he still sucks. It just is that Chris Barnett sucks worse, and the fact I thought he would have something was kind of crazy. So that's my bad, but I went with Chris Barnett. Hamdi wins unanimous decision. He was able to get the takedowns. He was able to hold him down. Chris Barnett's so big, he's not able to get back up when he's flat on his belly. So it is what it is. He came up short. And we're going to come back to Hamdi in a second, but I'm 0-3, bro. Like, what the piss? 0-3? I was not looking good. I was not happy with how this was going. Now, this one, man, Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Miguel Delgado. Banger fight. And we'll talk about this one for a second here. Nathaniel Wood won, and I did pick Nathaniel Wood as the slight underdog. But man, I don't know. I see how you could get. I see the way Nathaniel Wood could have won, but I do feel like Jose Miguel Delgado won the fight, honestly. Round one was Miguel Delgado, I'm pretty sure. He outstruck him. I think he got a knockdown too. Oh, they both knocked each other down. But Delgado had more strikes, way more strikes, maybe more significant strikes. I thought he won. Round two was Nathaniel Wood, I'm pretty sure. Outstruck him. Yeah. Round two was Nathaniel Wood. It was down to the third round, and okay, Nathaniel Wood got a takedown. He did two more strikes, barely any more strikes. So it was really good, but I just feel like there was more sting, more power behind Delgado's punches that I thought he won the third. Actually, looking at this now, yeah, this is crazy. I actually don't know. Yesterday when I was watching, I thought Delgado won, especially when they said unanimous decision. I thought it was going to go to Delgado. If it was split, I would see Nathaniel Wood winning. But honestly, I now looking at it, I guess it's not crazy Nathaniel Wood won. I thought Delgado won, but watching the fight, I just thought there was more power behind his punches. But Nathaniel Wood, man, he clutched up as the underdog. I got this one right, so I'm currently 1-3, man. Now, brother, Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. I literally said to my brother, he was like, "Oh, I'll be back," and I was like, "Bro, stick around for a minute and a half, and you'll see a heel hook submission." And obviously, we all knew he was gonna heel hook the guy. I feel like we all knew that, but it was a minute 24. I was pretty close on the timing, to be honest. Heel hooks him, man. Just the classic Walter Walker type things. And Walter Walker called out the bum himself, Hamdi. And I see Hamdi getting heel hook because Hamdi sucks. So for UFC Qatar on the 22nd next month, I'd be down to see that fight. Why not? Get Hamdi in there. Make him fight Walter Walker. Walter Walker will probably heel hook him. I was pretty confident on the Walter Walker pick. Big favorite too. And he got performance of the night. Very well deserved. I just don't know how he's going to do against... I think he beats like Tybura, Spivak. He might even beat Waldor Cortez Acosta. But I don't know how he's going to do with like Blades, Pavlovich. As in the striking wise. I think Blades is a good... He does takedowns, but like Pavlovich, he might just be able to take down and do something to him. But the power up at that top of the heavyweight division. But I think he can beat a lot of these lower ranked guys. I think he would beat... who just fought Derek Lewis? Texada? I don't remember his name. Oh, why can't I think of his name? It's like Texadera. I don't know his first name. But anyway, I think he beats him. I think he beats a lot of those guys here. He's going to go far up in the division, but I think if he sticks with these bums or these lower ranked opponents like with Louis. Kennedy was actually impressive. Kennedy was pretty good, but he got heel hooked pretty fast. But like Dontel Mays, Junior Taffa, Louis Sutherland, even if he fights Hamdi, these lower guys, he's just going to keep heel hooking them up in his record how impressive it is. And we got that one right. So now we're 2-3. Ludovic Klein versus Mateus Rebecki. This was a good fight, of course. As always, Rebecki just goes out there like a dog. He was bleeding under like the cheek, on his cheek and on his eye, above his eye. And honestly, it was like the least amount of damage I think I've seen him take. Because like in the Oral By fight and in the Chris Duncan fight, he like eye was like, not his eye, but like more like bubbles and like things like that. This was just some cuts, get some stitches, you know? So, and he did look good in the third round. Got that takedown and just held. Well, Ludovic kind of broke his ankle in the third round when he got taken down. So, he couldn't really get up regardless. But Rebecki held him down. Tried to get him crucifixed a couple times. Just beating on Klein. Throwing good elbows there too. But Klein was just so slick on the feet with that. He was hit him with that hook a lot of the time. A lot of the time he was hitting him with that hook. And he just outstruck him. Very good striking from Ludovic Klein. Crappy third round. I think he got... One judge had it 10-8 for Klein the second round. And then 10-8 for Rebecki in the third round. The Rebecki third round I get because he just held him down. Klein was on his back the whole time. And Rebecki was just beating him up. But at the same time, looking back, Klein literally couldn't even get up because his ankle was broken. He literally sat on the stool during the announcement, man. Like, crazy. But really good performance by Ludovic Klein. Rebecki looked good in there. That was a close loss because there was a one draw scorecard, I think. So, yeah, good fight. It did get fight of the night. Another one that I thought could have got fight of the night was Delgado Nathaniel Wood. That was a good fight too. But yeah, these guys getting fight of the night. That's good. That's worth it for them. Ikram Aliskerov versus Jung Young Park. Honestly, pretty boring. Jung Young Park was doing good on the feet at times. Ikram was doing good too. I thought Ikram lost the first round. They gave it, I think, 30-27. I thought Ikram lost the first round, honestly. And then the second round, he just was pretty tired, grappled, and the third round just held Jung Young Park down, won the third round by control time. Honestly, I'm not even that big on Ikram anymore. I wasn't big on him, but the fact he fought... And that's the other thing, is how good is Whitaker low-key? Because, like, I was like, Whitaker fought this bum, but people are like, yo, Ikram's so good. And Whitaker literally straight up knocked him out. And then... Well, Whitaker lost 2 in a row now, but whatever. I'm not trying to say how good's Whitaker, but, like... It's actually kind of a good win for Whitaker now that he beat Ikram, and Ikram's like able to come up, I guess. But I don't think he's that great, to be honest. So I guess I just contradicted what I just said, that it's a good win for Whitaker. But the fact that people aren't knocking this guy out, I'm just trying to say, like, Muniz getting knocked out by a little pillow jab, and then Jung Young Park. Actually, Jung Young was doing good in the first round, so I don't know, man. But the fact Whitaker just got him out of there fast, impressive compared to these guys losing to him and having tough times with him. But Ikram was really tired, just held him down in the third. Pretty boring round there. Second round was all right. First was decent. They gave all three to Ikram. I thought Jung Young Park won the first round, but regardless, round 2 and 3 to Ikram. He won the fight. Got this one right, but sad because I wanted the Iron Turtle to win. But we got the prediction right. Ikram. Now this one, performance of the night, man. Holy piss. Nasrat Haqparast. Your time has come, brother. You got a couple robbery wins over Jared Gordon and over Esteban Rivovic. Quillen Salkill came in and took care of you, bud. Halfway through the first round, 2:30 in the first round. Head kick KO'd Nasrat. Nasrat, like, boom, straight, stiff, fell flat on his face. It was pretty rough to see, man. It was like it was a rough knockout to see. But man, Quillen Salkill, for a guy, he beat Angel Julie. Then his last fight when he fought whoever, I forget who it was, but he was having a tough time. I feel like I remember him getting hurt, him like shooting a lot, this and that. It was like a rough performance to watch. Like, if for a prospect being like, oh, that's how you're fighting against this random guy, but then to come back and beat Nasrat, who's like close to the rankings, like could have got a ranked shot, honestly, or even if he won this fight, get a ranked shot next. Quillen just taking care of him early like that, man. That was a really good KO. Got performance of the night, obviously, because there wasn't much performances to give bonuses to, but yeah, really good finish by Quillen Salkill. Bam. So on the prelims we went 0-3 here, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. So we went 5-3 on the prelims. Not horrible. Not bad. Now this one, bro. What the piss, bro, was I talking about, man? I'm like, in my prediction, I was like, everyone's counting out Alexander Rakic just because he lost to Yuri and Magomed. And he had a close fight with Magomed. And who the piss has Azmat beat? He beat freaking Brenson Ribeiro and Alonzo Menafield. The random, Brendan Ribeiro, a random guy on short notice. And then he beat, Alonzo Menafield, one of the guys, number 15 of the division, the worst light heavyweight ranked guy probably. But I was wrong about the worst light heavyweight, because I had a lot of hope in Rakic. I really thought this guy was going to win the fight. What the piss? This guy threw 4 strikes. Or landed 4 strikes in the whole entire fight. In 3 minutes, he landed 4 strikes. Oh my gosh. Anyways, man, Alexander Rakic literally gets jabbed, bro. It was a jab, touched across his face and touched his nose. I understand it probably did hurt, but he fell to the ground and he just went like this right away. And I don't even know if Azmat threw one follow-up punch, but he curled up in a ball as soon as he got dropped. Like, no, not trying to get up, not trying to pull guard. Nothing. He like got jabbed by a jab. It looked like an elbow. It was literally a jab. Fell to the ground, curled up, and quit. And Azmat won. So, not taking anything away from Azmat. Good win. He caught him, but it was just a jab. It wasn't even it wasn't even like a big swing and punch. And Rakic low-key just gave up, man. So, I'm really disappointed in that, man. I don't know if I can pick Rakic in his next fight. He low-key looked like he was out there for a paycheck, but this guy's literally number 7 ranked in the world for light heavyweight, so why would he be going out there for a paycheck against this guy? So, I don't know. Alexander Rakic lost. I did get this prediction wrong, which is kind of crazy, because I was low-key like, this guy's going to beat this guy clearly. Plus the height advantage. There was a crazy height advantage. I don't know if I can see that, but Man, what the piss? How did you? I don't know, man. He just kind of quit, but got that one wrong. So we're 5-4. Then Volkov versus Almeida. We went with Volkov as the underdog, and like most people, what the piss? Oh, okay. This has not. I was gonna say there's no way there's 0 strikes in the first round. I'm like most people. I'm happy how they judged this fight. Um, round 1, Jilton got Volkov down. Piss. I'm piss. I might get the rounds mixed up because this has no stats for me. One of the rounds, round 1 or 2. No, round 1. Jilton got Volkov down. Volkov had no takedown defense in this fight. I don't know how he got taken down every time. I think maybe he got one of them, but he got taken down. And Almeida threw 0 ground and pound, 0 punches from the top. What the piss was he trying to do? And I'm pretty sure in round 1, Volkov reversed it. Jilton like hugs him and like hides his head in his body and doesn't want to get hit at all, which is fair enough, but he's like cowering and hiding from bottom now, even though he threw nothing on top. Volkov's throwing from on top. First round done. Volkov wins by throwing more punches and reversing that takedown. Round 2, I'm pretty sure Jilton took him down and literally held him there, man. Like, Volkov was throwing stuff from bottom, but Jilton just kept holding him on the ground, throwing 0 punches, bro. A couple punches, I guess, but basically 0 punches from top. And then round 3, same thing. Took him down, threw 0 punches on top. Volkov threw punches and elbows from the bottom. And that was the deciding round. Was third round. Who does it go to? Almeida with control or Volkov, who threw at least like 20 strikes from the bottom. And it was split. Someone gave that to Almeida. 2 guys gave it to Volkov round 3 because he did more damage. Almeida literally didn't do any damage. He literally caught, I think he threw 1 good punch on the feet and hit Volkov and then took him down right away. But like, nothing on the ground. It was like, what the piss are we doing? Like, you're the number 5 guy in the world. And I thought Jilton was good because he has grappling, which he does. For heavyweight, he has grappling, but he doesn't do ground and pound, and he doesn't like chase a TKO finish. He literally chases a submission, but he didn't even get a submission attempt on Volkov. So happy Volkov got that decision. I thought he should have won the 3rd round because he did more damage. I had it, 29-28 Volkov. Got that one right with the underdog. Umar versus Mario. I was rooting for Mario, but I did pick Umar. I got this one right. It was a 30-27, I think. I mean, looking at these strikes, I see Umar threw way more. I see you threw way more strikes. So that's crazy. But Mario clipped him with a knee. He fell to the ground. Mario like had that toe hold as well, trying to like get the toe hold. I thought Mario could have round 1, but then round 2 and 3 was all Umar regardless. Yeah, not a crazy fight. Mario did really good, honestly, for like what Corey Sandhagen did in 5 rounds. Basically nothing. Mario did more in 3 rounds. He was able to. He didn't really defend many takedowns, but he like was able to get up honestly out of them, which was kind of impressive, and do some more striking on the feet. Clipped him another time, I think, like striking wise, besides the knee. So Mario honestly did pretty good. I'm pretty impressed how he looked against Umar, or just for what people say Umar is. Mario did pretty good. Umar was gasping for air in the post-fight interview after 3 rounds, so against Marab, that guy's gonna be, unless he doesn't fight the same way, obviously, because he knows it's 5 rounds, but looking at that, Marab's gonna cook him in round 4 and 5 again with the cardio because he was so tired, gasping for air. So got this one right as well, but Mario had a good performance, not too bad. But as I said for the main card, man, like disappointing because Almeida stunk it up. It was an all right fight. This was low key better than I thought. Like the striking was insane. Jandiroba would get Mackenzie Dern, take down Mackenzie Dern, and Mackenzie Dern would just start throwing elbows, forearms, punches, back fists. He would just start throwing. Sorry. She would just start throwing everything from the bottom. Like, it was insane. She was like very aggressive and violent to do damage instead of just accepting ball position and trying to get up. She was like throwing, kicking her off, Jandiroba off a bunch of times with her legs, pushing her hips back and getting up. And it was honestly pretty impressive. I was like pretty impressed with how she looked. She was the favorite. I thought she would have been the underdog, but she was the favorite going in the fight. She looked pretty good in that fight. I don't know what you do with this division now. Like, ranking wise, who's at the top of the division? Who does she fight? Like, she just beat like Yang Xiaonan. She already beat him. She's on like a 2-fight lose, or no, she's like 1-2 in her last 3. Lemos it, she beat all, has like on a lose streak, and I think she beat her already, or maybe she lost her. I don't remember, but I'm not keeping up with WMA too tightly. But yeah, I'm not sure who she defends against next. I guess we'll see. But yeah, Jandiroba, I was going to pick her because I thought she was pretty crazy to be the underdog, but honestly, it showed that she didn't do that great. She wasn't doing that, that good. So, Mackenzie Dern won. I did pick Mackenzie Dern, but I thought Jandiroba as an underdog was like a good like money bet to place on. But, because I thought she had a good chance, but 49-46, that's how I saw the fight. I saw one round for Jandiroba. I forget which round it was, but 49-46, Mackenzie Dern. She's the new strawweight champion. I think, actually, I don't know. I think she would probably lose to Zhang Wei Li, honestly. Like, if Zhang Wei Li came back down, or if Zhang Wei Li was champ, is still champ. But she's the champ now, so it is what it is. Mackenzie Dern, the strawweight champion. And so we got that one right. And then this, oh my days. The eye poke was devious, bruh. It was like, it brushed both eyes, or like even just touching the eyelid, it does hurt. But it literally went in between, like in between his eye and the top eye socket part. It literally went in there and pretty damn deep. So I know people are saying Tom quit. Tom should have continued. But honestly, I don't blame him, man. Especially in your first title defense, where if you continue with your eye like in so much pain and you can't see, and then Cyril Gane beats you, and then all the guys are like, oh, Tom, John Jones beat Cyril Gane and Tom couldn't, but Tom was literally injured. Like, I think they, just rebook the fight. Rebook it pretty soon, like hopefully by the end of the year. Actually, I don't know how they would, because they have double belts on the 322 and double belts on 323. So maybe early January we can get this booked, because I think his eye will heal up within a month maybe. I haven't seen how, he hasn't posted like his doctor stuff, what the doctor has said. So I don't know how bad it is, but I think he should be good in 2 months to fight in January. Just to get this out of the way, man. Like, honestly, going into this fight, the second time, it's going to be a pretty close fight, because first off, people are saying Cyril Gane was cooking Tom Aspinall in the first round, and I guess Cyril was winning the round, but like, look at the strikes, 30-27. Tom threw 39, he threw 40, and so he landed 10 less, and he landed 12 less. So like, it was pretty close, man. The first round was pretty close. Tom went for a takedown. Cyril Gane literally pushed his hands in his fingers in his eyes, and he didn't get that one. He didn't get called out for it, but Tom didn't get that takedown, and then he got eye poked later. Double eye poke, couldn't continue. Very underwhelming for the main event, man, obviously, because we all thought Tom would beat him. I thought Tom would submit him in round 1 or 2, and it was almost the end of the first, so second round I was hoping for a submission, otherwise I would be wrong, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I think Tom's really good, but we can't just expect him to knock everyone out in the first minute. Like, if he goes 5 rounds, I'd still be impressed, like how Merab goes 5 rounds. So I people are gonna judge him regardless of how he fights. Like if he finishes him in the third, fourth round, people will be like, wow, look how long it took him, right? But I don't blame him for not continuing because it was a pretty deep eye poke. I'm still waiting to see like updates on his eye. Like it might be red, it might be bleedy, it might have damage to it, right? So we'll see what comes out, but at this moment, I don't blame him for not continuing. It was pretty bad seeing it, how deep it went, and Tom's nose was pretty bloody, so Sirigon did touch him up. So I think going into this round, as I said, it's going to be pretty, the odds are going to be closer than it was, because he was like a +2, actually, yeah, probably be like a, honestly, like a -200 and a plus like 150 or something. It'll be closer, I think, but I still think Tom beats him in the rematch regardless. But very underwhelming main event, man, to have Tom sit out for a year and like a year and a half, and then come finally back to fight and defend his belt, and then it just ends like that, man. So pretty underwhelming. But yeah, for the way the main card looked, it was pretty underwhelming. That the Almeida fight got stunk up, that Rakic quit, that the Umar fight was decent. The women's fight was overachieving, honestly. It looked better than I thought. And then the main event ending like that. And then the Sal killed Walker finish was good. The Rebecca and the Klein Rebecca fight, and then the Delgado Wood fight were both banger fights too. And then, yeah, some upsets here and there. It wasn't bad overall. It just didn't live up to the hype I think that it was, but yeah, man, the main event kind of just stunk it up at the end, honestly, the way it ended. So that was just my initial recap, I thought, of UFC 321. We got 2 Apex cards coming up. There's a couple fights I care about on this next one, the Onoma card. There's like Ante Delege, I think his name is. Oh, crap. Crap. Ugh, come on, bro. Like on this upcoming card, I don't really care about this main event. I'm looking forward to the Ante Delege fight. I'm looking forward to Charles Radke coming back. I like Billy Alcana. He sucked in his last fight, but I'm looking forward to this fight maybe. And then I'm also Sadiq Dumas too, coming up against this guy. And then I'm also looking forward to Phil Rowe, man. I'm really hyped for Phil Rowe's fight. So there's a couple fights on that card. And then this Apex card, man, they haven't even updated it, man. Like, they only have these many fights on here. This one, I don't care for Bonfim, but Brown's a really good looking forward. I'm looking forward to him winning, hopefully. So, yeah, we got 2 Apex cards, then 322. I'm probably going to drop prediction on 322 because that's a banger card. Somehow, Bo Nickel made it on the main card, and Beneil Dariush and BSD and Beneil Dariush didn't make it on the main card, but Bo Nickel is on the main card, and Bo Nickel's also ahead of Carlos Prates and Leon Edwards on the main card, so not sure how that works out, but yeah, that's a crazy good card too. Hopefully it all executes the same way that we think it will, excitement wise, but yeah, 321 was good. We got 322 coming up in 2 weeks. 2 little Apex in the meantime, but yeah, I'll catch you guys probably at 322. I don't think I'm going to drop an Apex video these next 2 weeks, so I'll see you guys at 322 predictions. Yeah, have a good one. Deuces.